Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Micah and I wanted to make this video that was really inspired by another YouTuber by the name of Chris Woolfolk. And the whole idea of this video is to really write a review series, if you will, and to kind of mark my progress with the product hyperbolic stretching as found on hyperbolicstretching.com. But yeah, so I was kind of inspired by this guy that made this video. He made an honest review. People really seemed to like it, so I thought, well, why not me make one and maybe show a little bit of a series to show progress and everything. It was very difficult to find honest reviews. Most of them were kind of really salesy, MLM-y type videos that had a lot of affiliate links. So very difficult to feel like you got kind of an honest thing. So right here I'm going to go ahead and do it. So why am I doing the program itself? I'm 43 years old, kind of would like to focus a little bit more on my flexibility and mobility. I've been pretty active throughout my life, play sports in the military, still pretty active with different things. So I'd like to kind of maintain that moving forward. I think flexibility is an important key to for longevity, if you will. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. I've had a few injuries, frozen shoulder, ACL repair, so a couple things that kind of have limited my mobility. So I'd like to maybe possibly correct those things too. Maybe that would be a nice kind of added benefit. I found this particular product on Facebook, as I know a lot of you guys did. It kind of made some pretty bold claims. It said that you could end up doing the splits in 4 weeks, full side splits and front splits in 4 weeks, which is a pretty bold claim. And I think that's what probably a lot of people are kind of focused on, is could you really do the splits like that? So I'd like to find out. I kind of compare it to a few other products, if you will, mainly Doc GenFit. She has a service as well as an app that's a monthly subscription fee, and ROM World, which is also a monthly subscription app that you would pay. ROM World is $14.99, I believe, and I think Doc GenFit's like $30 a month. So this comes in at, I think I paid $28 for this product. So it's pretty cheap. It's one-time only fee, so that's kind of nice. You're not investing a whole lot of it up front. Now I'm not saying that to peddle the product at all, because this is an independent review. I have no connection with the guy that made this product. I don't get any benefit from them or anything like that. This is a totally honest review. There probably is a little bias in that. I hope the thing works for me. I want it to work, so I'm kind of rooting for them in that. I'm cheering for them in that way, if you can imagine. But so what do I expect to really get out of the program? So like I said, I kind of found it on Facebook. They said we could do the full split. So yes, I would expect increased flexibility. I'm not going to say that I necessarily, if I don't do the full splits in 4 weeks, this whole thing's a failure. I think I have more realistic expectations to it. Now there is also a full body program, so it's not just the splits. So that's something to kind of think about. So I haven't really looked at the product yet. This is still what I call day zero. I haven't done anything yet, and I'll get back with you guys in a week and give you kind of my first week report. But I am expecting, of course, improved flexibility. I expect about 4 to 6 inches improvement on each of the things that I'm going to measure. My thinking is that this guy is probably using some type of P&F stretching. That basically uses kind of a hold, relax, contract method. Just a quick example would be like, with my, if I was trying to stretch this tricep here, I might, really stretch it really far and then push against my hand. So I'm, contract the tricep muscle and then relax it for a deeper stretch. That's a very basic example. That's kind of what I'm expecting a bit of. I don't know what he really does. He doesn't really say a whole lot about his product, and from what I could tell. So I'm going to measure this. The side splits, doing just regular side splits. I've already done all the measurements, so this is how I'm going to measure improvement. I don't really know how it looks on the video, but I feel like I'm somewhat flexible. I'm not as flexible as I used to be in my 20s. I used to do martial arts and stuff, and I just can't, which is something I'd like to get back into. And I'd like to get my kicks up higher. So this is one of the tests I'm going to do, obviously the side splits. I've already done it. And so I expect, again, to have noticeable increase, about 4 to 6 inches at least. I think that's pretty modest. The front splits, this is something I've never thought of doing, so I've never really done this before, to be quite honest, but this is kind of where I'm at now about. And I've already measured this stuff, so I'll be able to give you numbers. But to give a visual, I'm on this nice striped carpet, so you can kind of hopefully see some improvement here. I can't quite put the back ankle on the ground, which I'd like to do. But anyway, that's where I am. Finally, my third test is I'm going to do a what's called a V sit and reach test. The point of this video isn't to show you this. Go ahead and look that up on YouTube if you like. But basically, I put my feet about 12 inches apart, and I try to see how far forward I can go. Again, I've already done this measurement, and I can easily kind of see where I'm at by looking at a stripe here. But what you can observe right away is that I'm not able to go past my toes, so I actually have a negative score on this, and so that's something I'm definitely looking to improve. I would say that I'm not necessarily the most flexible person, and next up I'm going to show you some kicks, which isn't something I'm going to measure. Alright, so here with the kicks, like I said, I used to do martial arts back, really when I was a young guy. Kind of quit doing it in my early 20s, so I haven't done this in a long time, but it's something I'd like to get back into, and I have this bag here. The thing is, I can barely kick above my waist these days, so that's why I got this bag kind of hung low even. So I'd like to get my kick up high where, I might be able to kick a little bit higher. And so I can just observe, I'm not trying to kick real hard, I'm just observing kind of my kick height. And as you can see, it's right about at my belly button consistently, and I'd like to get that more towards the chest or even the head. That would be nice. So that's kind of my roundhouse kick from the right. Really get about the same from the left. So not a whole lot of flexibility. Front kick just to kind of see where I'm at. About the same, honestly. A little bit higher. So I'd like to see this improve. So those are basically the 4 metrics I'm kind of measuring to see what the success is. Anyway, I'm going to be back in a week and kind of show you some progress, maybe talk a little bit about the program and kind of go from there, because I watched Mr. Wolfolk's video. Very good video from a beginner's standpoint for sure, but kind of left me with more questions than answers. And once I'm done with the whole thing, I'll try to compile an actual comprehensive review and everything. So anyway, hope to see you guys soon.